let's go to the next story. New York City NYSE stock exchange owner to invest $2 billion in betting platform called Polymarket, okay? Very interesting story because Tom says, a gambler is buying a gambling website, right? But let me look at this up here and go through with you. Intercontinental Exchange Inc., owner of the New York Stock Exchange, plans to invest as much as $2 billion in cash in Polymarket, a crypto-based betting platform. The transaction values the company, which lets traders wager on the outcome of real-world events such as elections and sports at roughly $8 billion. ICE said in a statement Tuesday, it'll become ICE is a global distributor of Polymarket's events-driven data, providing customers with sentiments. Here's a video, Rob, if you want to play this clip.
Intercontinental Exchange, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, is getting into prediction markets. The company said on Tuesday it will invest as much as $2 billion in Polymarket, a platform that allows users to profit from predicting outcomes across topics, ranging from sports and entertainment to politics and the economy. The move would help the exchange operator expand beyond its traditional trading avenues.
Tom, your thoughts on this? Because this is a story that you were interested in.
Very interesting. So there's two big predictive markets out there that are really, really giant. One is Kalshi, K-A-L-S-H-I, and the other is Polymarket. Polymarket is global access. They have a lack of censorship. In other words, they don't allow certain influences to come in there. And you have to be comfortable with crypto on that. Whereas Kalshi is primarily regulated U.S. and it's cash-based. But both of them are these predictive markets. And what's interesting, whenever you go to buy a stock, you can go in there and say, what do the analysts think? And you go down the list of analysts. And, here's Jefferies, here's Merrill Lynch, all this stuff. And there's 3 buy ratings, 2 neutral ratings, and one guy out there says hold. So those are analysts. So those help you make decisions. Well, in the same way, when we go to Las Vegas, we say, what's the line right now? The line will move. It gets set by Vegas, but then the line moves with the money. Oh, Patriots are now only a 3.5 point, now a 3 point, now a 2, and then somebody gets hurt. They're only a 1.5 point. So the lines move. And that line is moved by the crowd of gamblers. So first it gets set, then it moves. What you have here is Polymarket. Now, ICE, it's kind of funny. ICE owns the New York Stock Exchange. People who don't know what that means are going to freak out. The Intercontinental Exchange Company. So what's very interesting about this is they're now going to NYSE will have access to the Polymarket data to distribute it to its members. So now you could have 5 analysts, and then what does Polymarket say, which is a neutralized, centralized gathering of what the public thinks. And so now you see that. And I think this is really interesting.
Is this a good bet? Like, would you do it if you were them? Can you understand this purchase?
I completely understand what they're doing. Because Kalshi opened its doors about 6 months ago and said, here, go look at all of our predictions, our final predictions, and go look what happened afterwards. And Kalshi's correlation was very high. So people are like, well, wait a minute. They pick favorites and underdogs based on gambling because they want to make money in gambling. So there's a certain part of what the house is doing. But in Kalshi, it was what the overall market was doing, and it's pretty accurate. And so Polymarket, that data will now be available. And you will also say,
Eric,
analyst, what do you think?
I want to stand up. I'm texting Jeff Sprecher right now. He's the CEO of the Intercontinental Exchange, which owns the New York Stock Exchange. Full disclosure, years ago, I've known Jeff a long time. Great guy, great CEO. I think this is a I just told him we were on right now. I told him it was a brilliant move. He said, thank you. It's likely the largest private investment ever made in crypto. And that is a little twist to it because, he's pushing everything forward. The reason why I love this trade, this bet, a $2 billion bet, which is not a lot of money for a company like ICE or New York Stock Exchange, they're smart. They see their competition. I don't care what you say, part of investing, if you're a day trader, you're a trader, long-term trader, part of investing, there's a little gambling feel to it, right? If I make money, I feel great. If I lose money, I feel horrible. There's a gamble to it. The Polymarkets let you bet on everything, whether it's an election, the outcome of a sporting event. And by the way, the beauty of the markets like this is you continue to bet as not only the money flows, but as the game changes. The Ravens throw the ball down the field and, the guy catches it on the 5. All of a sudden it goes, swings towards Ravens. You want to bet. So there's constant activity. Exchanges want that. exchanges want buys and sells in and out, the more they take a piece of, they wet their beak with every single transaction. Brilliant move, Jeff Sprecher. Brilliant move. Bravo. He's watching now.
Brandon, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I concur. I mean, it's probably the best predictive data gathering tool out there. I mean, data's what the future economy is going to be built on, and if you're in the business of making predictions, you want access to as much data as possible. I saw that they are 90 to 94% accurate with the predictions they make on Polymarket. So I mean, think of the power of that applied to the stock market and investments in the stock market.
Better than Kramer?
Yeah, like the opposite of Kramer.
Yeah, this reminds me of, do you remember that one movie back in the days, Rob? You may remember this, where these rich people are sitting in a hotel room and they're trying to find anything and everything to bet on. The cleaning crew comes in, who can hang on the curtains the longest? Next person, it was just anything and everything. I want to see, is it Trading Places? I think, is it Trading Places?
No, I remember
Is it Rat Race? It's Rat Race. No, it's Rat Race. Anyways, it's one of those movies where they're literally betting on anything and everything they can get on, and that's kind of what Polymarket is. Pick something you want to bet on, they're going to come up with it. Gang, before we get into it, two things. Number one, see this shirt I'm wearing with the Valuetainment logo here and the future looks bright? I have probably 30 shirts in my closet. My wife says, babe, these shirts are my favorites. When you wear them once, okay, you're going to see how it feels, how smooth it is. You're going to feel like someone's hugging you all day, telling you how awesome you are, okay? If you haven't yet ordered, I think some of the sizes are gone, but we do still have some left. This is the business show that we're talking about here. You got them in white with the gold logo, Future Looks Bright, on the bottom of the shirt. You got them in black, which looks great, and you got them in blue. Black goes with gold, and we have the blue as well. You may as well order all three of them if you are somebody that's in business and you're regularly wearing business shirts. And then we got some of that blue jacket that's left and that whole business series that's going to be there. Now, you can go to vtmerch.com to place your order. Number two, if you're with us right now and you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, we have a circle on Manak dedicated to just business owners. Okay, it's going to be called the PBD. It's called the PBD Entrepreneur Circle. There's a ton of networking going on there. If you haven't yet joined the circle, download the app, go to PBD Entrepreneur Circle, get in there. We're talking ideas, notes, PDFs, different things that I do. I post all this stuff in here, and you can join for free to see what we're talking about. And if you want to be able to network and message each other, it's $5 a month for you guys to be able to talk to each other in that circle. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.